Vietnam people will shoot you if you don't like this video and subscribe right now. This basket, flattened by a truck, now looks like it was 3D drawn. Me looking like 4 different people on 4 valid ID cards of mine. This arrow on my dog showing which way is up. This gate allows walkers and horse through but blocks vehicles. A hummingbird made her nest on my patio. Her eggs hatched today on Mother's Day. There's a tooth in my chin. My new auto-folding umbrella just ejected when I tried to open it. A condemned apartment complex on my way to work had a tree growing out the side of it. My protein bar expired in medieval times. Best before end. July 22nd 1364. 2312. Indelible ink is dropped on your fingernail after voting to prevent people from voting twice in the Philippine elections. This bar that decorated its bar top with the confiscated fake IDs of college students. Witnessed an unusually large banana. I'm at Subway and I'm completely alone. Nobody is here. Left my sunscreen outside for a few days and the product info on the back turned into alphabet soup. My new shirt came with an optional pocket for me to sew on. Saw this weird cloud while running. There's an exposed coal seam in the cliff at my local beach. This Target labeled its candy section packaged sugar. Bird dropped an old pair of keys in my backyard. This hotel where the TV rotates. My toonie came apart. Golf ball size hail today. My iron betadine. This house is surrounded by a shopping center like in the movie Up. This moth have spots like skulls in your wings. I grew some neat sugar crystals at home. Where I live, Sprite is sold in clear bottles. This door frame is a miniature castle. This tree was visited by black, grey, and white squirrels at the same time. A few of my town's growing herd of white-tailed deer, which started from a single rarity fairly recently. An injured owl crash landed in my backyard. My brother met an alpaca at school. This dagger I found in an elevator pit. Saw a flower with a check pattern. A ban on Russian vodka at my downtown liquor store. We have Ukraine vodka. We will not sell Russian vodka at this time. Someone sprayed Cram Stop a sign in my town. Don't snitch. My gym put an assortment of free Mother's Day cards in the change rooms. Seed pods that look like tiny skulls. The Liberty Bell is way smaller than you might expect. For the priority seats on this Austrian tram, they show a parent with a young child as a man, rather than a woman. The design on this bag makes it look like something spilled inside. First step of stairs is cut to allow doors to open. An armadillo that's not afraid of people. The tiniest window I've ever seen. Sears store at my mall was turned into a fake mega church for a TV show. Found this ridiculously urged remote at a garage sale. Roku remote 4 scale. Flower growing out of a brick wall I found. Somebody took a stick with them on an airplane. Someone has been vandalizing the street signs in my neighborhood with googly eyes and hats. My 15-year-old is almost done with his first end table. I took a bite out of the tip of a Hershey's Kiss and the result looked like a skull. I got a sunburn and my skin is starting to peel off, so I could make a little pouch for coins. Visited this peculiar looking cave located in Kirkkonummi, southern Finland. My dog's shadow is 100% Scooby-Doo. This warning sign in the restaurant men's room. Please do not touch the mirrors. They may be hot. These windswept trees. This dent repair I saw today. I've had this HBO promotional Crypt Keeper cup holder since 1995. Went to the movies and had the entire theater to myself. Japanese grocery store sells pre-poured wine glasses. The amount of fur I clip off my dog every 3 weeks. My hotel has a cutout to turn the water on before getting in. This crosswalk with a higher button for people on horses. The way forgotten bottles exploded in my freezer. Former bank, now KFC. Owners call it the Crystal Bucket. Corning, New York area. Got a mega slice of bread in my store-bought loaf. A sardine shop designed to look like a candy store, Porto, Portugal. This Chinese drive-through building in Kansas City. The surge's 2.1 kilograms, 4.6 pounds, of A4 Wagyu beef chanka at my local supermarket for $100. Little mushroom growing in our fence. Purple and orange cauliflower bought from the local farmer's market. Two-tone flower. This mold that was trying to disguise itself as an egg. My 2 very different thumbs. A 4-sided camellia. Folding sundial / compass that belonged to my great-great-grandpa. The QR code on my son's Cupid test looks like David Bowie. The Target near me put Kirby covers over their bollards. My socks look like my curled up black cat. Mini lemons, my school's genomics department genetically engineered. My wife buys cow and legs for my dogs to chew on. I just purchased all of this for $7.64 in Poland. Had my parents' furnace replaced over the summer and a saber, I think, was hiding underneath it. A frog with a remaining tail. Floating islands at Pandora in Disney. I make art from playing cards. Some of the cuts are smaller than a millimeter using only an X-Acto knife. My Wiener mobile that has a floppy disk. My tater tots are shaped like Tetris pieces. This guy was born when I dropped a can of expanding foam from a ladder. The lighting grid of a television studio. My Doritos came with extra flavor. Willy shaped fish and chips. The top slice of cheese in the package came with a perfect hole cut out for my bagel. My library lets you know the cost of the books you rented. Total items out, 12. Your trip to the library today saved $147.59. A dude was walking his lizard in the subway. This house I saw has its front door on the second floor. Michael Myers mask floating in the pond right behind our house. This e-scooter in DC has braille. A big fat bird I saw yesterday. The name of this road on my way to Las Vegas. Insect Hotel. Manhole cover in Oklahoma City has map of downtown on it. Saw an old lady bent over doing a thing. This was the result. The way this Spider-Man popsicle melted. My wife spotted this white crow at work the other day. Seeing Chicago's upside down reflection from 80 miles away in Michigan. I found 7 4-leaf clovers. Movie theater popcorn being delivered in bricks. My dinner looks like a hot dog commercial. I still have a Primus shirt from the 1995 to 1996 tour. My iPod fits perfectly in the tape slot of my broken car stereo. This supermarket in Utah shows on shopping carts in which aisle specific groceries can be found. My new 50-year-old car has 3 windshield wipers. Effects of a 12 gauge with birdshot on my foot, circa 2001. My nuggets from McDonald's were placed with care. These frozen trees on my window. I found a folded Ritz cracker. I got my knife professionally sharpened, and now it cuts super thin. The 5 extra holes in my belt keeping track of my weight loss. Mayor Angelo is on the back of the new 2020 quarters. I got 4 $50 bills that came in serial number order. Robin's eggs I found on an old truck tire. This Jacob sheep I saw today had massive horns. Little turtle no bigger than a quarter. This picture of a lamp I recently built. Went to visit one of the world's largest bounce houses in America, called the Big Bounce America. Just some robot legs made from Dysons. This tree branch is intertwined like a Picasso painting. This tree growing upside down. My Crocs tan. My neighbor's attempt to protect his barn from a woodpecker. The battle has been going on for over a year. These 2 hairy cars. The artwork of an Italian restaurant in the Lake District, UK. Some stairs in Montreal that have rails for bikes. A chip bag from 1992 that I found in an elevator hoistway. This potato I was cooking with has a face. 2 rainbows outside my back window after a quick rainstorm. My hand got imprinted on my arm after my nap. I witnessed an actual dumpster fire yesterday. This graveyard in Yarmouth, Massachusetts I just visited is 100 years older than the United States. Ancient cemetery, circa 1676. Town of Yarmouth. I managed to balance my TV remote on the carpet. A unique gravestone located in Lanark, Ontario, Canada. The colorful roots of Swiss chard. One tulip had a half petal, half leaf. These mushroom grow kits already started growing in the store. My great grandpa's prayer book I got for my bar mitzvah. Just happened to see the SpaceX launch on my way to work today. This bird flew in front of my ring camera this morning. Pulled in this old payphone while magnet fishing. Dollar Tree has paper/cardboard versions of popular board games for $1.25. Saw this ad on an old 1950s subway car at the New York Transit Museum. Relevant once again. The way the morning sun looks digitized. I chopped my dinger off when I was a child. This is how it grew back. I happened across Thomas today. My miso soup has a little scallion heart. My eggplant called me poor today. We found a wind egg at work today. A wind egg is a shell-less egg. This Walmart uses a silo for its sign. My hair straightener does 419 degrees rather than 420 degrees. This billboard of the sky. All threes on my car's cluster. This puddle looks like the UK. This tiny praying mantis. My fortune from my fortune cookie. Some fortune cookies contain no fortune. This red pineapple growing in my yard. Found this bat chilling on his nest in a stoplight on my way to work. My living rock, lithops, grew a flower. I was cleaning out my mom's hope chest yesterday and found this paper from the Challenger disaster in 1986. Space shuttle explodes. Teacher. 6 others dead. My sweater mixed the traditional Marius sweater with Space Invaders. Mint vs. root system. The wine in the bottom of my glass dried into the shape of a heart. Unraveled this khachapuri I was eating and realized the checkered pattern on the paper had imprinted itself onto the eggs. My wife is putting together the succulent Legos I got her for Mother's Day and noticed there's guns in the build. This character looks like a cross between Mario and the Monopoly Man. I bet he could defeat Bowser, but would pay someone to do it instead. At IKEA, you even have to assemble the chocolate. Self-assembly milk chocolate bunny. This glass bowl on the wooden table has left a burn mark. I found Austin Powers on VHS on the sidewalk. This roof's shadow so satisfyingly lines up with the pavers. My dog was born with 2 completely different ears. One long and pointy, one short and round. Vet said it was completely normal. A live bait vending machine in Idaho. You know you're not in the city when your stop signs look like this. Whoa. A hotel room has a 2nd floor. Irish boyfriend sent me a potato plush for my birthday. First pomegranate blossom of 2022. Sunlight shining through wood. Someone stuck a squirrel toy in the vent of a classroom at my college. It scared the teacher. I'm pretty sure I'm getting closer to finding Superman. Lois, Lane 100. A frog jumped into this concrete walkway and left an impression. My sneakers came with a nutrition label. The coffee stain in my mug looks like Africa. My Chick-fil-A spoon came with an extra piece. I live less than 20 minutes away from the world's oldest operating McDonald's. My giant 4-leaf clover I found as a kid and skillfully laminated in clear tape. 2 swans making a heart. I bought a stack of vintage/antique papers yesterday. I just noticed they were wrapped in a 35-year-old Kmart bag. Frog on my glass mushroom. The color difference between my family's first and second batch of maple syrup. The equivalent of traffic lights in the botanical world. Found an actual 4-leaf clover while out walking my dog. Someone put googly eyes on a tree on my block. 27 years of wax on a wine bottle. My son running away from a fire sunset. Fruit by the foot with Ukrainian flag colors. This sign taped to the wall says, "To not tape anything to the wall. Please do not tape anything to the walls." The insides of multiple different brands of golf balls. My 90-year-old neighbor still has the original copy of this letter she received in 1946 as a child following the end of World War II. Twisted building in Vancouver. This cardboard bread clip. I've only ever seen plastic, North America, but it just makes sense. My dog Ella's toy taco really looks like a bad Photoshop. A 222 bus taken on the 22nd of February 2022, 20 to 22.